Welcome to our tech. In this video, I am going through the TCS Java interview questions for experienced candidate. Up to the experience level is up to 4 years, and I had this interview for BFSI domain technical round 1 on 31st May 2023, and the technologies are Java, Spring Boot, microservices, and this video may help the candidates who are having TCS interview in future. And without further delay, let's get started. And the very first question is what are Java 8 features? Please go through this. This is a very commonly asked question in each and every interview. What is functional interface? And he asked me about a scenario on Java 8 interfaces, which is having a default and starting methods. So in this case, he asked me about a default method. What happens if two interfaces are having same default method and you are trying to implement a class by implementing the two interfaces? My suggestion is open IDE and take two interfaces and create two default methods and try to implement two interfaces and get the answer by yourself. And difference between map and filter, difference between stream and parallel stream. And then he asked me to write a program to convert a list of integers into strings and find the unique elements from that list, which starts with 1 using Java 8 features. And he provided a list of integers, and what I did is I opened a stream and I used a map, and I'm iterating, I'm using a lambda expression. What it will do is it will take the each and every value and it will convert to string by using string.value method. And at last I collected to a list. This will give us list of string values. And what I did is again I used the string values list, and I opened a stream and I found the unique elements by using a distinct method. And then I used a filter method. By using filter method we can pass some condition, and if it is matches it will return that value. And here we will before we converted the integers to strings, right? So this time we will get the string values, and I'm checking each and every value which is starts with 1. So when it matches it will return that value. And again I'm collecting to a list. This will give me the distinct list of strings which will start with 1. And then he asked what is method overloading and what is method overriding. And again he provided he has given some sample code on method overloading concept. Unfortunately I didn't answer well for this question. And here is two methods are having same name and different data type arguments, and one is integer and another one is string 1. So he asked me, when you call this print method with null, what will happen? So I told him like it will call string 1, but that is not a correct answer, because integer and strings are both are classes. When you call null, so compiler will say like this method print is ambiguous for the type method overloading class. So we need to call the print method with a specific type, specific or parameter specific. So either we need to call with a string one, or we need to pass the integer value. And what are the methods present in the object class, and why string is immutable in Java, what is the output of below code. Yeah, he asked me about these two. What he's doing is string s1 equal to abc, string s2 equal to abc, and he is trying to create another object with a new string of same value. So whenever we check s1 double equals s3, because s1 we are creating the object with the string literal, and s3 is by using new string, and the memory locations will get differ, so that's why it prints as false. And next line we are checking the values by using equals method. Checking the objects s1 dot equals of s3, so it will get print true because we are checking the values of two objects. And then he asked me about how to create immutable class in Java, and he started asking me on design patterns, and what are the design patterns he worked on. So I told him like a factory is a pattern and a singleton design pattern, and he started asking how to create a singleton class in Java, and what is the hash code method and equals contract when you are trying to implement trying to create a class and which you are going to store the values in a DB. So that time it should be overridden and implemented well. And have you worked on collection classes? And I said yes, and he started asking on that array list versus linked list, what are the differences between array list and linked list, and when to use array list, when to use linked list. Yeah, in future I will add a video in our channel, Artec channel, on this. And his hash map synchronized or not, and how hash map works internally. And then he asked about what is hashing and rehashing. We use this one in collections, and yeah, better go through this one. And if you want answers on these questions, let me know in the comment section. I will provide as early as possible. Difference between REST controller and controller, and what is the profiles concept in Spring Boot. And he asked many questions, but I haven't remember all those questions. Whatever I remember, I am providing here. Mostly he asked for 30 to 35 questions. In this video I am providing 29. So how to use Jetty instead of Tomcat in Spring Boot app. Difference between post and put methods, HTTP methods and REST endpoints. And he asked me about a scenario. If two clients are accessing your REST endpoint, one client wants the response in JSON and another one expects in XML, how can you provide the solutions with your REST endpoint? So yeah, on this I will add another video in Arctic channel. Let's wait for that one. And how to call a REST endpoint in a Spring Boot app. We are having different mechanisms by using REST template and web client, field client. Yeah, we can call a REST endpoint within a REST service of Spring Boot application. And uh, he started asking our microservices, and he asked 3 to 4 questions. I'm providing 3 questions on microservices here. What is microservice and advantages of microservice? What is API gateway and what is the use of it when we are having more than 10 or 20 microservices in one environment? And he asked me about a scenario where a REST service in microservice 1 and trying to invoke it from microservice 2, and it's down for a while. How can I return dummy data or send a message that this service is in maintenance or under maintenance? Yeah, that's it, guys. Please go through this one also, because this question I'm getting in each and every interview. Yeah, all the best for your future interview. Yeah, that's it for this video. Let me know if you want answers for all these questions in the comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe our tech channel.